Hey guys, Brett Weiss here. Welcome to another video. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. It is super helpful. I'm at Founded Electronics, where they've got a ridiculous amount of CIB retro consoles. We're talking some truly rare stuff, some that you've probably never seen before. So let's go in the store and check them out. Love the front here, where they've got a nice representation of consoles from different eras. And let's just go right in. And right as you step inside, you will see stacks and stacks of Nintendo games and a CIB power set with the power pad. I loved playing on the power pad back in the day. It was a lot of fun, even though I was in my, I was 20 years old when I got my NES, and older than that when, the power pad was available for me to play. I really enjoyed it, and I did not cheat by just, pressing my hands on the buttons when you were supposed to be using your feet. But man, that is awesome. 400 bucks, really nice shape. And above this case, you've got the action set, which was the system that I got for Christmas in 1987. Again, it's in excellent condition, 300 bucks, and a complete Super Scope for the Super Nintendo. I never liked this as much as the Zapper, and it wasn't compatible with many games, but pretty cool to see it in the box. And in their handheld section here, we've got a Game Boy Micro, new. It's a new open box, so it's been opened, but it hasn't been played. Game Boy Micro for $550. I paid $20 for mine in a box like that. Pretty nice. Clear Game Boy Pocket for $300. And then the Pikachu edition of the GBA for a lot, almost $2,000. Guys, what is an Abernican cable? Let me know in the comments. And as you go around, we've got an action set here and the Super NES Donkey Kong set. Man, I love this box. I love this iteration of the console. You know, the console's the same, but the box, and including Donkey Kong Country, because that is one of my favorite games for the console. My wife and I absolutely loved playing the two-player version of that. After some heated some heated Street Fighter 2 Turbo matches where we started getting slightly upset, we played Donkey Kong Country because it was definitely more peaceful of a game. And here we have the NES Sports set, which actually comes with 2 controllers and a multi-tap. Right out of the box, you could play Nintendo World Cup and Super Spike Volleyball. This is a very tough iteration of this console to find, but here's one right here, 400 bucks. And this one was an unexpected nice surprise, a Fairchild Channel F. Now that box is well worn, and it's definitely got a steep price tag there, but hey, this is definitely a console you do not see every day. Fairchild Channel F, strangely enough, when I was a kid back in 1976, when I was 9 years old, my 2 best friends each had a Fairchild Channel F. The kid next door to me and a mile down the road, and man, I loved playing this system. It's got some pretty fun games on it, very simple, and I love the cartridge design. Looks like an 8-track tape. Above the Fairchild here, we've got some modern handheld consoles, CIB, but quite a few are hard to find here, like this one, 800 bucks for the 3DS. Pokemon, red version, blue version. Ooh, I really like that Pikachu 3DS XL. $1,300, that is gorgeous. Got a complete Mario Paint in the box for $109. And Earthbound, $3,500. But hey, we're here for consoles. And moving down the row here, we've got the Super NES control set, 300 bucks. And we've got some very nice iterations of the N64, Donkey Kong 64 set. I never warmed up to Donkey Kong 64 like I did the Donkey Kong Country games. Kind of a fetch quest, still a good game, but I do love that box. 700 bucks for that CIB. You got the Jungle Green for 600. Of all those, I think I like the purple one best, but the green one looks cool as well. And then you got the Smoke Gray. Now the Smoke Gray, I don't believe it's sold as well as the other colors because it's a little too similar to the regular color of the N64, but yeah, these are really neat. And then of course up here you've got some consoles, but we are focusing on the CIB. And when you walk to the right after entering this store, you've got a 32X brand new in the box. This one hasn't even been opened. Now guys, I swear to God, back in the day when they closed out the 32X at Toys R Us, they had stacks and stacks of them for $9.99 each, $9.99. And now you can get one for $8.99. Yeah, talk about inflation. But I did like the 32X, even though it was a little disappointment overall. It does have some great games for it. Star Wars, Space Harrier, and some others. And just below that, we've got a Japanese Dreamcast controller, looks like. $119, the arcade stick. And some other nifty Japanese items for the Dreamcast there. Beside a Master System for $400 with game and Transbot Sega card. Guys, I think the Master System, I think a big reason that it didn't do too well on the marketplace is because of the drab packaging. That weird grid, mostly white, it just didn't look too good on store shelves. Obviously, the NES third-party support and some of the Nintendo's marketing, you know, abilities and all of that, but I just did not like the way Sega marketed the Master System. Up here we've got a nifty little House of the Dead light gun for the Dreamcast. That's really neat. And moving along to the next shelf here, we've got an Atari 7800 with some games there. 10 games included, no pole position. It was pole position 2 that was the pack-in, but they don't offer that here. $600. And let's see, Turbo Stick. You don't see that boxed every day. $170. And a TurboGrafx system, $499. Now guys, in the 90s and early 2000s, the TurboGrafx was considered virtually worthless. And I swear to God, I found a TurboGrafx system complete in a garage sale. I was just walking up, and on the driveway itself, you know, not even into the garage, was a boxed TurboGrafx, and they wanted $1 for it. $1. And I still have that in my game room. Already had a system at the time, but hey, couldn't pass it up for $1. So now I have 2 TurboGrafx. Well, I have for a long time now. Anyway, there's a Jaguar CD, obviously very rare. $1,400, and the Team Player multi-tap adapter. Pretty cool to see that. The Jaguar, the cheapest I ever saw that at retail was $299. Excuse me, $29 at KB Toys. When they closed those out, they had one left, and I was running around the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and I did see a Jaguar for $29.99 at KB Toys. I did not buy it. I figured I had enough games. That was before I was a hardcore collector, and I don't know. I lost my mind, but anyway, I do have a Jaguar, but I paid more than that for it. I don't, however, have a Jaguar CD, just the standard console. While we're over here in this area, I thought I'd show you guys this factory sealed Alien vs. Predator, $500. And same with Double Dragon, $350 for a sealed copy. Moving along this side of the store, we got a bunch of boxed Genesis stuff, including a system, $120 for the Model 2 Core System Bundle, complete in box. And the 6-button arcade pad from Retrobit. That's obviously a modern version of the old thing. And just guys, just for kicks, there's Musha for $1,200 and Lethal Enforcers complete in box for $90. Musha's $1,200. And guys, check this one out. Back here in their repair area, they have a Panasonic Q GameCube / DVD player. Now it is missing the top styrofoam, but I would still consider this CIB. I see this from time to time, but this is the first time I've seen it in the box. Pretty awesome. Extremely rare. Let me know in the comments if you would pay $1,800 for this bad boy. They've got a nice selection of modern CIB systems as well, including Battlefront 2 Limited for the PS4. Not a console, but this is cool. Just thought I'd point it out to you guys. An actual, looks like a remote control vehicle there. That's pretty cool. This is interesting for you Winnie the Pooh fans. $130 for a PlayStation 1 Kid Station. Japan, region locked. Very cute. Above the PS4 case here, we've got some modern themed consoles, including the PlayStation 5, which I have yet to acquire. PlayStation 5, still hanging out with my PS4. My son did get a PS5 though. Some collector's edition games. Here we go, the standard Jaguar system box, $680. And the Genesis with Altered Beast. As you guys know, Sonic later replaced Altered Beast as the pack-in title. $600. Here's some more special edition games if you are interested. I like that Tomb Raider set there. That looks neat with the gold box. $500 for the Red Dead Redemption 2 collector's box. Nice. Guys, while I've got you here, check out this Nintendo GameCube OEM-D terminal cable, Japan/US. Works on both regions. $340. I've heard this is very hard to find, but there you go, boxed one. And above this awesome cabinet of Switch games, you have got a boxed Wii U. Now I'm showing you this partly because at $150 it might be a console to consider, because relative to most other Nintendo consoles, the Wii U sales were not very good, meaning fewer systems are out there. So a few years from now, $150 could seem like a bargain. Got to show you this as well. Right next door to the Wii U is this massive Kratos on throne exclusive edition. Holy cow, that is massive. It's got a massive price at $1,500. Yeah, this store is just loaded down with special editions and CIB consoles. They do have a Virtual Boy, both out of the box for $400, and complete in box the Japanese Virtual Boy with 3 games, $509. Definitely not a box you see every day. I remember my cousin got a Virtual Boy in Arkansas, and we would play that from time to time at the kitchen table. And I like to play it, in short amounts. It's short burst, 30 minutes at a time or so before I start wanting to take it off of my face. But I think it's a fun console. And while I've got you here, check out this Donkey Kong Jr. mini tabletop. Gorgeous. And this Altered Beast LCD video game watch, $200. Cool stuff. I'm here at Found It on a weekday afternoon, and the place is definitely hopping. It is as much of a museum as it is a retail store. You can just walk in here and look around and not spend a cent and just see a ton of incredible limited edition, rare, modern, retro, you name it. Found It has it. Be sure and let me know in the comments if you've been to Found It Electronics in the Fort Worth area, Watauga specifically, and let me know what your favorite video game console, and if you saw any titles in particular, any game consoles in particular that you would like to own complete in box. Be sure and let me know. Thanks guys, we will talk to you in another video.